For those of you who have not seen this, go out of your way, as they say, to fucking find this. And Combat Zone Wrestling is that garbage wrestling promotion up in New Jersey. And they're the ones that years ago, Zandig doesn't have anything to do with it anymore. Some other sucker bought that thing. But they had the angle with Ring of Honor back in 2006, Combat Zone Wrestling versus Ring of Honor. And Gabe Sapolsky was brilliant in how he did. That's the way you book an invasion angle on a shoestring budget with no name talent, but just a lot of guys that want to work hard. And there's a market, I guess, in New Jersey. There's 300 or 400 people that follow these fucking goofs around, and they have these hardcore tournament of death, light tube, thumbtack, barbed wire, mousetrap, AIDS-infected hypodermic needle matches or whatever. And it's the same kind of shit that Ian Rotten did down here and does still in Indiana, but did down here and got, Kentucky to be the strictest commission in the state and got wrestling banned from schools and National Guard armories and have to have people airlifted out because they punctured fucking veins with broken light tubes and paid guys off in pain pills, one of them who OD'd and died. And it's that kind of just scum-sucking, bottom-feeding, no-talent, horseshit wrestlers that have to do that kind of shit because they can't do anything else. They have no talent, and they're very stupid, by the way. Did I mention? They're very stupid. Sound like Donald Trump now, but they are. So this fucking, and it was easy for me in the CZW Ring of Honor feud. I obviously was on the Ring of Honor side. And the reason why people believed that, and it drew houses for Ring of Honor at the time, because people were into it, because it was believable, because I could go out there and cut my promos where I said that these guys were one step below the jizz mopper at the porn store. And I meant it, because they were. Because who does that kind of shit in front of 200 people for $25 fucking or whatever? Anyway, maim yourself and kill yourself. Anyway, this fucking idiot Zandig gets on top of a building. They have to have these shows out on somebody's farm or out in a field somewhere. They don't even go to real buildings because, nobody would have this kind of shit go on. So they go to somebody's property and they, I guess, circle a bunch of cars and they maybe have a ring, although they don't really need the ring because they don't use most of it. And this fucking idiot goes up to the top of some shed. It looked like it was 30 feet in the air and picks this other goofy motherfucker up that had to be even stupider than Zandig was to go along with this. And he jumps off and they both go through the roof of a fucking car. And was it on fire at the time?
I
there was a fire burning somewhere.
It was, yeah.
No, but anyway,
there was a guy spraying the fire with lighter fluid. So
whatever the fuck. And there's 27 people there, and I'm sure they got paid in fucking ding dongs and pain pills. And that's the kind of shit that really hurts wrestling. But next to Ricochet and Will Ospreay, I will say this right now for the record, are goddamn Luthez and Carl Gotch next to this Combat Zone Wrestling horseshit. And I sincerely hope one of you motherfuckers, I'm going to be in New Jersey this weekend, you Combat Zone Wrestling hardcore fucks, and I'm on steroids. I'm probably tougher than any of you are anyway, because you're a bunch of fucking asshole shitheads that make a goddamn joke out of the business. Come and try to change my mind that you're all a bunch of fucking numbnuts. You ought to be put away in a rubber room at the Puzzle Factory, because you're goddamn stupid, and it's just embarrassing to do. And that's why wrestling gets banned from schools. And when we were trying to book Ring of Honor, when Sinclair Broadcasting, a giant billion-dollar company, we couldn't get in schools because they'd had shit like that go on, and they didn't want to be associated with wrestling. High schools and college gyms used to be the backbone of wrestling, especially spot shows. That's the kind of shit that makes people see it on the internet. It's like the guy doing spots with his dick. And they say, we don't want to have anything to do with that.